Today I'm going to play Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 2. Can I just say, is Milestone the crappiest developer and publisher too? They make so many mediocre games and yet they crank out a whole bunch every year. I'm sorry, but they just kind of suck. But I'm playing Monster Energy Supercross 2. I really like Supercross in real life. I've been to races, I've ridden dirt bikes. I liked last year's game, the first Monster Energy Supercross that came out in 2018, and it stunned me that later in the year, Angry Joe, YouTuber man, said that it was one of the worst games of the year. And that pissed me off because they played it wrong on purpose. They played it bad on purpose to go, the physics are so bad, look at it, it sucks. And then they have the gall, after they played it bad on purpose, they have the gall to be like, oh, it sucks. That really made me mad because I reviewed the first game and said that it was great. I said it was the best Supercross game we've had in years. So, well, that was the first game. This is Monster Energy Supercross 2, and it's even better. Imagine that. I'm sure some dumb chuckle will say that, oh, it's terrible. Before that, I had no opinion of Angry Joe. I just didn't care. But after he plays bad on purpose and then says that it's a bad game, that sucks. You shouldn't listen to people that do that. They're sort of throwing their credibility away. Yeah, who am I? I'm a nobody. Nobody gives a crap, but don't piss me off, I guess. I feel like MX Unleashed is the best total package motocross, motorcycle game. And I still think that. Because MX Unleashed does motocross outdoor tracks good, and it does the freestyle big open world tracks good. It doesn't do Supercross so good. But this game is just exclusively focused on Supercross, and it does a good job with it. This is a typical Supercross type game. You preload your shocks with the right stick, and you also can lean around corners, and you have a clutch. Kablamzo! Ooh, I did that perfect. Oops, I didn't do that very good. The thing about this game, though, is that, there's a lot to keep track of. And when you have to, preload your shocks and do all this stuff going into corners, it's hard. But when you get it all right, it feels super good. Oops, I sort of cased that one. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still in the lead. It's fine. This has a couple different physics options, so you can make it more realistic and harder if you want. I'm not really into that. I didn't go fast enough on that last corner to make that triple. What am I, some sort of dummy? This game is an improvement over the first Monster Energy Supercross, I would say for sure. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't look as good. Because the first game, the stadium wasn't really lit up, it was just dark. You could tell it was still there, but it was dark. And in that way, there was kind of vignetting around the sides, and the lighting really stood out, and I think they put more detail on the riders and the bikes in the first game. In this one, since they've had to put detail in everywhere else, the bikes and the riders aren't quite as good looking, I think. Although I might very well just be crazy and wrong about that. I don't know. But it didn't jump out at me the same way that the first game did. It plays better, though. And I thought the first game played very well. Because I wasn't trying to be funny, haha. Darn. I need to use the clutch around that corner so I can build up keep my engine turning and go faster. This also has a first-person helmet cam view that makes you freaking motion sick. So I'm not gonna do that. At least not in this event. Maybe the next one. I hit those pretty good. Yeah. That's so satisfying when you actually get the rhythm right. But I made a joke earlier about how Milestone makes crappy games that suck. Oh, I didn't use my clutch that time. This is the exception. I don't know if they're like MXGP games or whatever they're called are better. I played one on Game Pass and thought it sucked. It felt terrible compared to this. Jeez. But they make like the WRC games, and they make all those freaking games that all suck. I don't know why people keep giving them work. I think they made 3 ride games. I thought they sent me the first one and I hated it. Who the heck buys all these Milestone games? They freaking suck. Oh no. Oh, so terrible on these. Somebody should have passed me. But like, the reason why I think the MX series kind of went downhill is because they tried to focus on other things besides just the motorcycle racing. Because they put ATVs and they put all that stupid crap. So the whole package sort of got diminished over time. But that's why this game and the previous one was good, is because it's just laser focused on one thing, on Supercross. And they got it exactly right as far as I'm concerned. I grew up with the height of Jeremy McGrath's career. So to me, he's always going to be the GOAT. People say that Ricky Carmichael was better. And I guess he did win more world championships, but he won Supercross and Motocross. McGrath won more in Supercross than anybody else ever has. And then won in Motocross, because he just wasn't as good outdoors. But to me, Jeremy McGrath is always going to be the best. Because he made racing look easy. He would just glide around and fly around corners, and where Carmichael was bouncing off his bike half the time, and Carmichael always made racing look hard. The races that I've gone to were both at Salt Lake, at Rice Eccles Stadium where the University of Utah plays. They were good races. I got to see Travis Pastrana and Ricky Carmichael at the height of his powers. Jeremy McGrath was there, but he didn't do very well. I got Jeremy McGrath's autograph. I did a good job. Up, and then I lost the whole shot. I'm not making this game look very good, am I? After I talked all that crap about Angry Joe. Playing it wrong on purpose. Holy crap, this track is crazy. It's cool. There's a lot going on. Multiple paths. Yeah, this track is neat. Get the hell out of the way. Except the autograph from Jeremy McGrath that I got, we had him sign our pit passes, but I had him sign the back instead of the front of it. So like you don't know what event it's from. Because I was stupid. I was thinking about that the other day and I was all like, why did I do that? He probably was looking at us like, man, you guys are stupid. But me and my brother both did the same thing. The funny thing too about Supercross and Motocross is that there's, 3-4 guys on a given night that can actually win, and then a whole bunch of guys that are like 10 seconds a lap slower than they are. That's weird. If you were one of those guys that just rides around in the back and collects a paycheck, man, what a life. That's rude. I'm sorry. Kind of like in NASCAR where there's a bunch of slow dudes who are just there to ride around, basically. I win! This was Eric vs. 365, where I'm playing a different game every day for a year. Be sure to check out psxboxindies.com for blog posts about the videos we're making. And you can also read a review of this game that I wrote earlier this year. Thanks for watching.